Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is a special video because it's my 38-week update, as well as a little tour of the birthing center where I will be giving birth. So just a little background info and insight into where I'll be giving birth so that you have a little prequel to my birthing story. So hope you guys enjoy it. So to start off, I'll start off with the 38-week symptoms. So 38 weeks, for those of you who don't know, that's definitely full term. 37 weeks is considered full term. So baby could come at any day now. With that being said, I've definitely noticed exhaustion has been a big part of my symptoms. I'm not sleeping well because it is very hard to sleep on my side, especially propped up on all those pillows. So that has something to do with it, but I'm usually tired as soon as I get to work. So if I don't keep busy, it definitely gets worse. So I try and keep as busy as I can, listen to music, that kind of thing, keep my mind off of it. And with the exhaustion, I've also noticed a lot more bloating, so I have to be careful the size of the meals that I eat. I've been cutting back on meat because it's just not agreeing with my digestive system as the baby continues to grow and push on my digestive system. Meat is actually really hard for your body to digest, so if I want to save myself the trouble, I'll just eat it. I eat it once a day, and the rest of the time I do high quality protein sources like dairy and whey protein, things like that. So that's been helping, and then I've been doing my OptiGreens 50. That's been taking away the bloat and helping a lot with the indigestion. So just trying to combat that as much as I can. There's only so much you can do when the baby is pressing on your organs. I've also noticed, last week I did notice a little bit of kicking in the ribs, but besides that, my ribs have been sore because of the stretching. So that's been painful, like right at the top of my stomach. And then I did notice tiny kicks towards the ribs, which was a good sign last week, which meant that she had turned around and was no longer posterior, but she turned back around and is posterior again this week. But it's not a problem. They say she can flip around as soon as during active labor. So the only reason her being posterior would be a problem is she would be pressing on my spine during the entire labor process. So it would lead to what's called back labor, which is extremely painful. So ideally, we want her to flip around. So I've been doing like pelvic tilts. I can't lean back or lounge anymore. If I do sit on the couch, I have to lay on my side, and then I always have to sleep on my side. So always uncomfortable, but just trying to get her to flip around so that labor will not be as intense as it already is going to be. I've also had some mild Braxton Hicks, nothing crazy, nothing too painful, so no signs of active labor yet. And then I didn't mention that my digestive system has been taking a hit, so I do get nausea if I eat too much, so I've been careful not to eat too much. And then my endurance has kind of been down as well, so I'll try and go for a walk, but maybe I'll make it around the block and get tired. So been trying to do little activities. I've been still doing my EMOMs, which are 24 to 30 minutes, and then still doing my short walks every day. So still trying to get in my steps. Average, I'm getting in 6,000 to 8,000. That's just what I'm able to do. On the weekends, I'm able to get in excuse me, on the weekends, I'm able to get in like 10 to 12,000 steps. So it kind of helps burn a little extra calories on the weekends, and then I sleep a lot better as well. But with the lower endurance, I have experienced a lot of sore muscles. So even in the mornings when I do my prenatal yoga, just the 15-20 minutes of prenatal yoga I do, I notice that my body is very sore from minimal activity. So just doing as much as I can right now to stay moving. So those are about all the updates, pretty much just what you would expect at 38 weeks. It's uncomfortable, you're huge, it's painful, but she could come any day now, so that's just part of the territory. But besides that, I'll go ahead and head up into updates. Tuesday we had our 3rd trimester class at the birthing center. And what they did there is they went over what to expect during labor and when to call. And then they also gave us a tour of the rooms, made sure we knew where everything was, and just really what to expect on go time so that you're not scrambling around trying to get everything together. If you watched my previous video, you saw that I did put together my birth bag already, so that's ready to go. But it's good to know like when you should call. They say if your contractions are lasting for a minute, or you're having at least 5 contractions that last a minute over the course of an hour, then they say that you should call. Now, being a first-time mom, it's expected to start slow, so but they say if for whatever reason it starts speeding up really fast and they start getting faster and faster, they said call immediately and come in, because being a first-time mom, you do not know what's gonna happen. It could be quick, it could be slow, so just expect and plan for whatever. And then, all right, so I went over kind of like paying close attention since I'm a first-time mom. Also, staying extra hydrated. We've had a pretty mild spring here in Southern California. Usually it's about 100 degrees in May and it stays that way and keeps getting hotter all the way through the summer. This is the first week it's been above 85 degrees. So it's 85, 90 this week. So they say to hydrate extra every day, because you don't know when you're gonna go into labor and you do not want to be dehydrated when you go into labor. You can think of it as trying to run a marathon without drinking any water. So they say stay hydrated. And then besides that, we're still kind of packing up everything to move to our new apartment. Everything's kind of organized in boxes and things like that. We had our apartment inspection yesterday for our current apartment, so we know what kind of charges to expect when we move out. You know, the way they do it here is they just subtract it from your deposit. That works out fine. So that way at least we know ahead of time, and then we can transition next week into our new apartment smoothly. So we are planning to move next week. We're getting help from our landlord's son since I can't move anything. So all I've been doing is just kind of packing up and organizing so that the moving process is just smoother. And I only have 1 week left to work, which is next week. If I make it that far, so far, no signs of labor, and might as well stay as long as I can so that I can take more time off afterwards. Because my maternity leave, the way it works is you get 6 weeks of medical leave, and then you get 6 to 12 weeks of baby bonding time, and only 6 of those are paid. So total, you'll get 12 weeks of disability, and then if you want to take an extra 6 weeks, you can, but you don't get paid for it. So I'm going to try and do 6 weeks of medical, 6 weeks of baby bonding, so that I'll be paid for the whole time and then go back to work. It just all depends on what the hubby is doing with the Navy when he goes. We still have no idea if he's going in July or if he's going in October or where he's going. So we're just gonna play it by ear and hope for the best. And best thing we can do right now is just roll with the punches and take it 1 month, 1 week, 1 day at a time. There's no reason to try and plan ahead just to have it all fall to pieces. I've got an incredible job out here, so I'd be dumb to give it up. And so I'm just gonna keep it and keep going forward until we know more about the Navy, and my husband's just gonna go and I'll follow him when I can. So that's just what you gotta do sometimes, is just roll with the punches and, you know, see what happens. It doesn't always work out all hunky-dory, but that's life. So we just move on. So what I'll do to kind of wrap up this video for you guys today is I will post the video of the birthing center tour. If you guys have any questions about that at all, feel free to reach out. Or if there's anything else you guys want me to address since I only have 2 weeks left here in the pregnancy. Of course, I will be documenting my postpartum journey, but if there's something you want to know, if you're a first-time mom, if you're pregnant and you want to know something, feel free to comment, reach out to me, and I'd be happy to address it. But I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the tour of the birthing center. Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the birthing center and also the room that I will be giving birth in if all goes well. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is the room that I will be giving birth in. This right here obviously is the bed. We have some seating, table over there. If you go around to this side, we have the place where they're going to be doing like the baby measurements, and then there's just some supplies down there. Over here, there's also some supplies for labor, like a peanut ball, things like that. And then if you go over here, we have a little place for hot towels during labor, baby blankets. There's a stereo down there. And then if you go over here, this will be the tub where you can either get in or out, or you can deliver in the tub. And then over here, we have some sinks for any cleaning up. Lots of supplies, essential oil diffuser, those type of things. And then back there, there is a room full of medical supplies. And then over here we have the kitchen where you can make food. There is a coffee area for dad or family members. And there's a full stove, microwave, toaster oven, and fridge so that you can eat and drink freely during labor. This right here is the other room, the one that I will not be giving birth in, but it is another option for moms if they want to give birth in this one. You can see there is pretty similar. I'll just finish with a little walkthrough. And there we have the massage room for the prenatal massages. There is a bathroom, another bathroom, and a exam room. So guys, that concludes my little tour of the birthing center. There's a few things I couldn't show because there were still people there, like the living room and the check-in area, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. So next week at my 39-week appointment, I hope to interview the midwives and give you guys a little insight into what a midwife is and what they do. So stay tuned for that. Comment or like this video if you got something out of it. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.